Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host. I hope you're all having a wonderful, splendiferous day. I am tired, worn out. Let's talk about my summer computer setup. Now, as you know, I've always had a solar backup. So what I'm running on at the moment, I've got my ThinkPad here, my main monitor here, I've got my mic and everything connected to it, and I've got it all plugged in into this. Let me pause it. An Anker 1000 watt power station. I've used this for a long time, a couple of years at least. How it usually gets used is it gets charged up outside on the solar panels over a few days, and then I use it to charge my phone and all the little bits and pieces. But at the moment it's powering this entire system. I am doing all of this off grid basically. It's a 1000 watt hour system. At the moment everything I've got connected to it is drawing, let me just check, 94 watts. 94 watts is everything I've got connected, from mouse, keyboard, the entire computer system is drawing 94 watts, which means that will last about 10 hours on a full charge. It's at 97% charge at the moment. So how does this work? That powers the system. And then we have to look at our, let me pause, in my shed is one of them. It's my primary backup power system. And that is connected to 3 solar panels. Those 3 solar panels, 600 watt in total, although it never gets up to 600 watt. It's in a bad position, it's not really good at all, but it works. Trickled feed and charge that up to 2000 watts. If the power goes down, that's what I use. Now, instead of wheeling this in here, or wheeling the power station from in here out there, I do this. And yes, this is very inefficient. How I should be doing it is this. At the very least, I should be having my 3 power. In fact, let's show you. Let's pause this again. That's my shed. That's my solar panels above. What I should be doing for efficiency is running it down to the battery system in the shed, or running a cable from there all the way to inside my house, up the stairs, and, well, through the window, or drill a hole in the wall at the back, have it come straight into my streaming room and power a single system and go into the rest of my stuff. That is the optimum way to do it without losing too much. Unfortunately, it's something I want to do, but I'll wait till my friend comes visit. That way I can basically use the big unit that you saw. But how I do it at the moment is this. I've got another power station, my 3rd one. Let me, properties, let me just grab the picture for that one. A Bluetti one. This one's an older one that I have. Turn it on. It's a 768 kilowatt hour storage, and what I do during the day, it charged from the solar panels out in the backyard. I then bring it in and recharge this system, recharge the Anker 1000 in here. Not the efficient way, you're losing percentages of power and that, but it's okay. And basically this means this system is completely run on the solar and the batteries. This was always my vision for use when the power went out or anything like that. So I always had a backup power. But now for the summer, if at all possible, I'm going to actually use this permanently. Now, I don't know how well that's going to go because I'm going to be integrating a GPU into this system, an eGPU, which is going to be a, how can I put it, when I want to play more powerful games. So once I've set, later on today, I've lost my USB 4 cable. USB 4 cables are like Thunderbolt cables. They're expensive. They're not like normal USB cables. And I only have one that I can find, and that one's connecting the dock to one of the USBs. But this has another USB 4 which I can connect to my eGPU, which is sitting behind the thingy, to give me extra power to be able to do use my valve index and stuff on it. But I've got to wait now until a thing arrives because I think I might have given it to someone, or it got stored away, but I cannot find these cables. It's not like a normal USB cable. They're only about this size. They're not big at all because they can't be too long because of what they need to carry. A 40 gigabit USB 4 cable or Thunderbolt cable, you won't find them extremely long. They don't work very well long. So it's all coming together, but I will see. I am hoping that this system and the eGPU, once connected to it, will not draw more than 115 watts total when idle. When doing stuff like this, it's not really idle, but it's mellowing out. It's only using a very small amount of power. Of course, if I game something major, like if I play something like Cyberpunk or something like that, then the graphics card I'm going to use will be have a maximum outlet of either 115 watts or 130 watts. I'm still deciding which one to use, which graphics card to use. I've got a 4060 that I didn't know I had. I have a 4060 that I didn't know I have. Back at the beginning of last year, I bought a couple of 4060 Ti's. These are amazing cards, 16 gigabyte VRAM, brilliant for LLMs, brilliant for stuff and that. I sold them when I didn't need them anymore. But I had a 4060, an old 8 gig one, before then. And when I put these 4060 Ti's into computer systems, I must have basically put it in the box and just forgot about it upstairs, up in the attic. Now, a couple of days ago, I had a visit from a gas place to service my boiler, which is in the attic. So the attic was open. And while I was up there, I noticed there was a NVIDIA box, and I'm thinking, I don't have any spare NVIDIA cards in the house. I sold them. And lo and behold, 4060. I can't test it at the moment because I don't have the Thunderbolt cable. But the original 4060 has a maximum power draw of 115 watts and it idles very, very low, about 10 watts. So if I can put that in and it doesn't draw too much, then this system will run fine during the day. It's not like I don't have this computer on all the time. And when I'm not using it, I shut it down. Let's take that off. My other choice is, because I've turned off the big server for the summer, to save some money, I can move the A4000 from downstairs over into this unit. The benefit of the A4000 is it's a 16 gig card, not an 8 gig card, but it's not a gain card. It's for more other things. So I'm sort of half and off. I want to be testing it. Oh God, do I want to be testing it all? But at the moment I don't have a cable to connect my eGPU, so that's for later today. If I can get that working, then I'll test my VR and everything, and I may just put everything through here, including my VR headset and all that. So that is my current thingy. I'm worn out, and I'm waiting for something to come, arrive. I'm tired. I would sleep, but you know, it's like when you're waiting for a parcel delivery. You can't just go sleepy. Zaki is absolutely worn out. This morning I thought I can't go out because but it's early enough. It was like 6 o'clock this morning, I believe. I decided, okay, let's try give the dog another walk. It's on this, and so we went out. There was no one around. See, that's the danger. If I can control my environment, which the world is not controllable, then I can survive out there for a little while. Plus, we're using Zach as an anchor, his lead as an anchor. It's not easy. I mean, it may sound like, oh, it's just, no, I had to go from my house to the local cemetery, which is very close. I won't say how close because that would be giving out real info. But it's close enough that I can go there. There was no one at the cemetery, of course. No one around outside. If I had seen anybody in the distance, I would have turned back and come home. And I went a little tiny walk around one of the paths. It wasn't physical exhaustion doing that. It was every step I took, I had to be so focused on actually controlling myself. It's not something that gets easier over time. It's not something that gets easier with more effort. Doesn't matter how much willpower you've got. My brain wants to disassociate. My brain wants to disconnect from reality. My brain wants to just stop when I'm in a place I don't know. Now, we have tested before, and if I'm holding the hands of a person, they can be my focus and I can thingy. Of course, when I'm on my mobility scooter, I've got my hands on the controls and I'm focused on that, and I'm focused on the logs I do with you all, and that allows me to function. With Zach, it's very much almost like he becomes a service dog for me. He's the connection to me, to my reality. He's the connection to, I've got to continue to walk one step in front of the other, and I've got to keep hold of his lead, and I can't allow anything to happen because bad things would happen if I fell over, if I went catatonic. So I have to be in absolute control. And this is only the second time this year I've done this. But yeah. The thing is, the dog gets lots of exercise anyway. Lots of environmental contact anyway. Got a lovely backyard. This morning we spent time in the backyard. I sat on the backyard swing while he played with his toys and threw his bed around the entire place until he was worn out. And then we came back in and he's fast asleep now. just zonked out on his bed down here. Showing you, try not to wake up. Take out that. You just woke up, ain't you? You're zonked out, aren't you? You're tired. So yeah, get this back there, come on. So I'm already worn out for the day. So there's so much focus I have each day. I'm going to be pretty much zonked out at the moment. I'm reading a new book at the moment. Well, listening to a new book. And it's called... Okay, come on, Jace, focus. Focus, what's it called? It's called Slow Burn by bHaptic. It's a zombie apocalypse book. I'm on book 3, actually. I bought it on, well, I got it with my monthly credit on God, I am worn out. On Audible. And it's the entire series, 9-book series. I'm on book 3 at the moment. It's just all one big book series. And it's different kind of zombie apocalypse. Very different. So, Slow Burn by bHaptic. If you like zombie apocalypse books, try that. It's different from anything else I've read in the zombie genre. So I'm very happy about that. So what I might do right now is I might shut down the computer and everything. I might pull out the bed and just lay on it fully clothed and wait and see if I can get a bit of rest while waiting for the thing coming. I have no idea when the Amazon delivery is going to be, and I don't think I'm going to last the day standing up or anything. So yeah, yes, my brain is not functional at the moment. So bye bye for now.